We're going to talk through it first, and then I'll come around and fix any problems on your shapes, and we can discuss them, and then questions after, then we'll go through it without talking so you can get into the state deeper. So feet together, stand nice and upright, activate your state. So center, sense, sink, and see. Fists come up to your side, making sure those fists are aimed towards the apex of the strike. So when you bring them up, they're approximately level with your fist. Now, what the problem that you might find, if you bring them right back so if you see they're lined up with my chest, yeah. If you bring them right back, what you might find is that you get a bit of tension in the upper back, shoulders, and the front of the shoulders and the chest. From here, you want to center and release. So this position straight away kind of engages a forwardness. So if you look at Jo, she brings her fist right back, but don't, if she just pulls back, so just pull back, and if I put a little bit of pressure on that, it's going to be keep the right shape, yeah? If I put a bit of pressure on that, see, and you're pulling back, pull back, yeah? It's going to be quite easy to disrupt her stance and her balance, whereas if she centers and then just sinks, and sink and release, see how this now feeds in? That's feeding into your structure. You feel the difference? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the idea is that this actually starts to give you some kinetic energy forward, some moving energy. Okay, now from here, knees open forwards, toes out and heels out. When you look in the mirror, make sure you've got a little bit wider pat, so bring your feet a little bit wider, so they'll be under the shoulders. Yeah? Good. I'll just come around and take a look. So stay in your positions. So you want to make sure, see how yours goes up, you're doing a little bit like this, make sure it's flat along here. So you got a flat line from there. And this, at the moment, is pointing all the way up here. This should point to the apex of the punch. Yeah, good. Your eye line should be directly forward, and your shoulders should always automatically be releasing. See, at the moment, the force from your femur is going down into the knee. You want to have it more like it's opening forward, like it's ready to kick. Yeah, good. All right. Now from here, the left hand comes up over the right, both in front of the solar plexus. First, it starts here, and then it comes down and forward. And from here, it turns right up. The right comes over the left and back. Now, important one here, guys, do that again for me. Just do it a couple times. Again. Yeah, so this angle's not closing. So I'm not going out and then bring it back here, out, and then bring it up. It's like someone's pulling it straight up, okay? Because that's like you're setting up your shield in a way, and you don't want this to collapse as it comes up. Because if there's force played onto it, it can crush back towards you. And back, okay. Now your left fist comes directly in front of your center, and it's already facing forward. And you move forward to strike. Palm flattens. And then you keep this on the center as it points up to the side, down into a fist and back. Same on the right side. Left palm opens up and it comes in towards the center. So if you think of like a plane or a line going from my center to that line in front of me, it comes in towards the center. And once it kind of meets the center of the hand, it arcs in behind. So the elbow arcs in, the same with the tansao and the futsao, it arcs in, maintaining a softness in the shoulder joints and the shoulder girdle. Once you've reached it's approximately about 3/4 extension. To the point where you feel, it's the furthest point it will go before it gets tense, that's where you want to go to. And from here it points up to the side, down, and around into a wusao or guarding hand. And if you're looking in the mirror, the pinky and the hand are right in front of your spine. As you come back slowly until it's just in front of your chest, and then you turn over into futsao. The fingers are pointing back in towards you and the elbows arcing into the center. Okay. Make sure that arcs in. So this way, yeah, not this way. This way. That ensures that from a structural perspective you can control any incoming force from underneath. So, yeah. And guys, the hand's completely hooked like that, not just at the fingers. Flatten the palm, coming down and around. Now, we do the futsao 3 times because this is a very commonly used defensive structure, and it's also one of the easiest shapes to start to feel your energy or chi, or, you know, to call it what you want, or the mind entering into the arm and kind of supporting it with power. How many times did we do that? 2. No, twice. Okay, so we got one more. Thanks. It's my assistant, Jo. She counts my Fuchs. Flattens, coming around. And from here, parry to the shoulder, and from the shoulder, good. Back in front of the center, and then palm strikes straight down and flat. Palm flattens, pointing up, side, down to a fist and back. Same on your right side. Make sure you maintain that uprightness through the spine the whole time, so you're not collapsing into yourself. Stay nice and upright. Keeping the guiding hand, the Wu Sao, right in front of the spine, and then turning the wrist over as it comes back. Elbow arcs in behind the wrist. Was that 3?